All right. Welcome, everyone. I am going to go over a demonstration for acquiring the Brave web browser. Brave is actually a web browser that is a decentralized web browser, and some history on it. Their founder, or what you would call him, his background is quite extensive. He is actually the individual who wrote JavaScript, the language, the computer language, and he is a co-founder of Mozilla Firefox. His name is Brendan Eich, and you can look him up. Last name is Brendan. First name is Brendan, but last name is Eich, E-I-C-H. He's all over the internet and not very hard to find. So today, I've done this on several of my other devices, and today I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it for you using Microsoft Edge and this laptop here. What you do is brave.com, okay? And so the reason, let me get into the specifics of why I choose Brave and what a decentralized web browser even means. So feel free to read as you want, but I'll go ahead and just describe it how I know it. What we know about web browsers, let's say Google Chrome, let's say Internet Explorer, etc. They have companies and search engines within them, like Google is the prime example, and then there's other companies like Facebook and YouTube, and they have what's called a revenue model, which is a advertising kind of loop, right? So they allow you to use their services, and as you use them, they collect your information, not information just about you and your behaviors, but also your information. And then they go and sell it to, let's say, businesses like mine. So I have a business. My goal is, as a business, to get in front of you and to tell you the story about my product or service. And that has to be compelling enough for you to not only establish trust with me, but to buy from me, because we don't buy from people we don't trust, right? So there's a two-part activity going on, which is I need to penetrate the attention force field, right? And then get in this person's attention zone and tell them my story long enough for them to buy into it, right? And then buy whatever I'm selling. So you understand that Google and YouTube, and they're the same company, but Facebook and etc. Name your big top data company that has an advertising revenue model, and you essentially understand their business model. It's quite easy. So the difference between Brave is Brave isn't a centralized company. I keep using the terminology centralized and decentralized on purpose. Decentralized is there's not one sort of like I should say overall interest behind the momentum of the what would you call it, project? Let's say project, because it's not really a company. I just hate using that word. But at the same time, the platform is decentralized, and it is completely user friendly in the sense that, yeah, it's easy to use now. That's a given, but it's user friendly in the sense that it gives us power over our information and our data. It gives us custody over those in our other little information behaviors, and we can choose whether we want to opt into advertisements or opt out of advertisements. If you opt into advertisements, you have what's called basic attention token, which is BAT for short. And basic attention token is a cryptocurrency, and that's how this whole thing works. There is, this decentralized search engine web browser type of duo combo, and instead of selling your information to the highest bidder, they sell advertisement space, and then they charge from the business a type of money they charge, right? And then instead of keeping all of that money for them, they give you, the user, a percentage of that in BAT, in basic attention token, as you use their advertisements in their slots. So like I said at the beginning, you can choose not to opt into their advertisements, or you can choose to opt into their advertisements. So let's get on it really quickly. I download Brave for Windows 64-bit. So it's right here, opening this up. Let's go ahead and full screen that. So this is a new laptop to me, I will be honest. So do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes. I click yes, assuming all of the risks and whatnot. But anyways, back to the decentralization and centralization. So I get money in basic attention token because this decentralized platform that's charging businesses to be in the ecosystem is not keeping the profits for themselves and just only empowering themselves. Nor do they sell your data, store your data outside of the blockchain. I think that's so important to note as well. So you've got quicker speeds because they don't have trackers in their system, right? And then they don't have the ads. So when you want like a seamless, very quick type of internet experience, I know a lot of people doing a lot of things on the internet, it can get lag time, it can be super slow. YouTube, the spinny thing can go on for hours, it feels like, right? So to get away from that, having an experience that is ad-free and it's also tracking-free, like there's all those tracers that pop up in the URL bar every time we go from web page to web page. It goes it has like a spasm, and it's like 4 or 5 little codes interchange in between that, and then it goes to the actual end URL. That's all tracking and tracing, and that's ultimately what slows our computers down. So having Brave as the new internet, right? So let's go. I thought this was pretty cool. So we can import this straight from what our last browser was. I think that's pretty important, especially if you have history, if you have bookmarks, things like that. What do you call them? Not codes, but passwords. That was really important for me because I do not remember my passwords, and they were able to pull it from my other computer, Google Chrome, and now it's Microsoft Internet Explorer for this case. But I'm going to go ahead and sync it and bring all that information over here. Everything's nice and sound. Okay, blocks the creepy stuff that tries to track you across the web, including most ads. So this is important to know. We can turn this off in settings. Just know that you have all the power, all the control. Set default search engine. I am going to do DuckDuckGo, which is their recommendation. But as you can see, you still have Google, which you can do DuckDuckGo. But they block, like I said, they block the ads. Oh, shit. They block the ads. They block a lot of other stuff. Enable Brave rewards. So your attention is valuable. I agree. Earn by viewing privacy-respected ads while you browse and pay it forward to support content creators you love. Meaning, not only are you getting advertised to deliberately, intentionally, and with your permission, strategically, you are paying it back into the system so you can support these creators, right, of advertisements and things that are products and services out in the world. You're doing that because you're believing in the system that you're subscribing to. And it's something that I think is really appealing to, let's say me, right? I'm somebody that hops on the internet and I go for an experience, or I download a few apps and I'm building my digital life, but I don't subscribe to any experience that my information gets sold to the highest bidder, and I'm getting telemarketer calls and spam emails and stuff sent to my house, and all kinds of interruptions, right, that are grabbing my attention and trying to, grab my attention to tell me about whatever. This right here is me subscribing to the system. And what the system is I can either turn it off or I can turn it on, right? But either way, I feel really safe with the experience. So I'm going to go ahead and not enable rewards or enable rewards. Yes, I'm in. So get rewarded for browsing. Your attention is valuable. I do have my daughter here. Hi, Aurora. Daddy's on the computer making a video. It says earn by viewing privacy respected ads. Like I said, okay, let's do it. Now you have to have a wallet, and a wallet is where you store your digital currency. You need a digital wallet, right, with a digital address. And then the currency, as it can sit on the blockchain, is then stored on that wallet, stored in that wallet. And you move cryptocurrency from wallet to wallet, but it can only be a basic attention token wallet to a basic attention token wallet. There are contingencies to that and some really confusing things when you dive into the weeds of cryptocurrency and blockchain. But I think what BAT has done here, and more specifically Brave, is they've created an experience for the user to really not have to understand cryptocurrency and blockchain entirely to use the platform. I think that it's the same experience, and this is going super slow, I apologize, but it's the same experience virtually as you would be on Google Chrome and searching on Google, yet you're not being tracked as much and you're getting rewarded for your time and your attention. Ads. These are the couple ways that the system works. Earnings are paid every month. Set your desired frequency to increase or decrease earnings. And then you auto contribute. I think that's pretty important to remember. So reward creators for the content you love. Your monthly payment gets distributed across the sites you visit. So you're then paying back money to these entities, right? It's a very interesting concept, but the value is so backed. And I think that if you're going to go ahead and search anyway, why not get paid for it? Makes the most sense to me. Okay, so now I am done. So we go back to that. Now that the reward system is set up, this is my new wallet. And they make it so easy. At first I was so concerned, like, how do I access my wallet, this, and that? Well, you just go back and you click done like I just did. And this is now your homepage. Every time you open up the browser, this is exactly what you see. And ads and trackers blocked, and then you have upgrades, and then you have this over here, turn on rewards. So on my other computer, I have, I don't know, 2.1 BAT, which is maybe 40 cents, right, USD. But every time you start doing searches and engage with different ads, this will start increasing and going up. And eventually, you know, you could be sitting on 10, 15 bucks by the end of the year. And I think that what would you have been doing otherwise, earning or spending money on Google Chrome, right? You wouldn't be earning money because that doesn't exist. That offer doesn't exist from them. So I think that earning money makes the most sense, but also you keep your privacy to yourself, right? You're not exposed and vulnerable, but also you're supporting a system and you're supporting other people. And I think it's just a more humane way to approach this digital experience. So, you know, more about blockchain and more about cryptocurrency as I continue to talk about this disrupting technology and disrupting space. But for now, I think that definitely Brave web browser, it's the way to go. You can also download it on iOS. I've got iOS 11, I think. The software will allow you to do that. I'm not sure to what date or what software version you can't do it at, but just go to the App Store and look for Brave, and it's either there or it's not. I know that I have a 7 phone as well, and that's not downloadable on the 7. So just depends on what software you have, but I would recommend that definitely take a look at this on your desktop. So thank you for the time and attention. I hope this was informative. Please contact me if you have any questions. But yeah, this is it. It's as simple as that, you know. Here it is. Type in DuckDuckGo. Let's say, you know, cat videos. Let's say I want to look up something entertaining. The experience is the exact same, you guys. Nothing's changed. Oh, Amazon hot new releases. You know, this is an ad. This is how it gets introduced to you. It's not in that little right corner, or it's not pop-ups. It's nothing like that anymore. It's just completely in your control. So that's what's really cool. As you guys can see, it's the same thing, same experience as you would be on Google Chrome. All right. Please reach out if you have any questions, and if not, I will upload some more videos soon. All right. Thanks, guys.